Our base philosophy of offense is the same. Coach Linehan does many things differently as to the use of personnel. And I know the most excited man on our campus is Tony Romo for getting a chance to work with Scott Linehan. Jason, of course, is excited about that too, because we have the rules and we have the principles of what we're trying to do offensively, but that'll freshen it up, but that'll give us a chance to maximize what we've got in Tony Romo.
You know, we spoke the day after the season ended when the Philadelphia Eagles beat you, and I knew you were hurting. I just wanted to have a chat with you. But you did say something to me that I just want to bring out, which is, you know, where do you go from here? How do you assess everything? You said you weren't going to fire anybody. It didn't happen. There was some tweaking of the staff, certainly that Jason had made with the coordinators, Rod Marinelli, the defensive coordinator, and on the offensive side, Scott Linehan coming in. But at the same time, you said, I have to look at the man in the mirror. Did you look at the man in the mirror, and what did you see?
Well, first of all, I saw a long drought of knocking on that door with the Super Bowl. I thought we had a chance in '07, Wade Phillips' year, where we won 13 ball games and had home field all the way through. Giants came in, took it right out from under us, went on and won the Super Bowl. We've had some close steps in there, but we haven't been there. And so what I start looking at is, if you will, how to get out of a rut. Get out of the rut. What can you do to get out of the rut? Some of the things we're doing and have done in this offseason within our staff and by addition, I think will help us get out of that rut. Some of the things we're doing defensively, I think will make a significant difference. If we could simply have played a game with a few less injuries last year. Now that's an excuse, and I want everybody to understand, I know it is an excuse, but still having some personnel that stays healthier would help us out a lot.
When I mentioned, there's a lot of people who wanted to hear you say, problem is me, and I'm going to change, and I'm going to bring in a general manager, and we've talked about this for how long? And you've always felt like you were very comfortable with the way it's set up with the Cowboys.
Well, I am, and everybody knows that, but what they're asking for me is to not be comfortable or get uncomfortable and make the change. I made the decision on general manager when Lamar Hunt told our owners, the greatest risk I've ever seen in sports was the one Jerry took when he bought the Dallas Cowboys. And when I put that out on the table, at that time, that $140 million, and basically said right there, guys, I'm going to be involved in everything, and no, I can on these critical decisions, not ultimately have the last pencil down on these critical decisions. I earned that and said that right there. And that was 25 years ago. So that I would say to anybody, step up at that time with the $140 million, or if you will, whatever $140 million is today, and that might give you the hiccups when you think about a new general manager.
A tough decision today that you have to face is DeMarcus Ware, and it's about salary, age. How do you handle that?
Well, it's, again, going back, you can't have it all. I'll never forget when I first got involved with the Cowboys, I flew to my home, had some riders with me, and got out and got in a 5-year-old Bronco. And they said, this doesn't make sense. You're in a plane, your plane, and you're landing, but you're getting in a 5-year-old Bronco. And I said, well, in order to have a plane, you have to drive a 5-year-old Bronco. You can't have it all. And so we've got those kinds of decisions to make, which is a part of what makes it so exciting in the NFL. But we will address it. We made a change in what he's doing. DeMarcus, we put his hand down rather than stand him up. That was a change. And then at the same time, he's had a tough time getting on the practice field because of various injuries. All of that we have to weigh with how much of that has impacted him for the future, as well as where he is in his career and with his age. So those are the ingredients in the stew. now then we've got to stir it up and see where we're going. It will be a very difficult call for us because of how much salary cap he uses.
But at least you're admitting it is going to be a difficult call. It's not automatic that he will be a Cowboy in 2014.
No, it is not. And there's no question when you are where we are on the cap, even though we've had some new cap space added, when you're where we are under the cap and you have a defensive player that's your highest paid defensive player and he hasn't been on the field much the last 2 years, then that has to be considered.
We know there'll be lots of difficult decisions and also lots of exciting times still ahead. We wish you another 25 years or more.
Well,
congratulations.
There's got to be something here, good luck or something.
Happy
to
anniversary.
Be sitting with you guys,
right.
to be sitting with you guys here when we were
Cowboys
sitting
year.
kind of together 25 years ago.
That's exactly right.
And it can all start here at the end.
Well, I'm happy to have had these 25 years and literally been doing some of the same things that we all have been doing. That's benefiting from this great game.
Jerry, thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you, Susan.
We know you always enjoy this time of